completely ad-free word game that's free to play. And for all you quiz lovers, you get to enjoy word Scrabble missions whilst learning the meaning behind each word. You never know, it might come in handy in future general knowledge quizzes. So if you're up for the challenge, download Word Farm Escapes now. Oh, I've locked my phone. Download Word Farm Escapes now. I'm on my next level at the moment. From the description in the video, and put your mind to the test. Word Farm Escapes is the perfect game to play whilst travelling home for Christmas. Why not get the whole family involved in the fun and see who's the puzzle champion? Finally, a word game without intrusive ads. Yay, it's about time. The farm needs a hero, and it could be you. So join the No Ads Puzzle adventure now and help fix, build and paint the farm back to its beautiful self and save the day. Let's get going. The animals need your help. So if you want to challenge your brain and become the hero of the farm, download Word Farm Escapes now from the link in the description and receive a special welcome bonus. Now excuse me, I've got my next level to do.
So my goal is to find a treatment for dementia with Lewy bodies that will stop it in its tracks. My motivation comes from seeing people with dementia with Lewy bodies and having my hands tied somewhat in terms of the treatments that we can currently offer people. Dementia with Lewy bodies has been shown to be more debilitating than other causes of dementia like Alzheimer's disease. They end up being admitted to hospital more frequently, their carers suffer with more stress and their prognosis is less favourable. The common feature is visual hallucinations. It is caused by tiny clumps of protein that affect parts of the brain that control thinking, memory and movement. I'm convinced that we can find a cure for dementia with Lewy bodies. It's going to be a challenge, don't get me wrong, but with investment, with research, with collaboration, we can do it.
Hi, I'm Hayley and I'd like to talk to you about my dad, Michael. I'm always so proud to tell people that Dad was a fireman and he absolutely loved his job. Physical fitness was always important to Dad. He was always on the go and he loved playing football. He had a wicked sense of humour, he was a fantastic artist and his friends and family meant the whole world to him. We first realised that Dad was unwell when he began repeating himself a lot and everyday tasks such as cooking or driving had become quite confusing to him. Dad was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's at the age of 58 and as a family nothing could have prepared us for the brutality of this disease. Dad experienced symptoms such as hallucinations, seizures, incontinence, loss of speech and eventually he forgot how to read, write and walk. Just a few weeks ago, Dad was admitted to hospital because his Alzheimer's had caused him to forget how to swallow, and food trapped in his airway had infected his lungs. He passed away 4 days later at the age of 62. Dad volunteered to take part in several Alzheimer's Research UK studies and he supported this charity because not only are they dedicated to finding a cure for Alzheimer's, but they are also searching for ways in which to prevent dementia entirely. So whether your lives have been affected by dementia or not, please consider giving anything you can to this amazing charity, because to the 850,000 plus people in the UK alone who are living with Alzheimer's disease, there could be no worthier cause to them or their families than the prospect of a world without dementia. Thank you so much.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome along to Jay's virtual pub quiz on Thursday, the 26th of November. Hello, everyone. How are we? I'm having internet issues, which is good fun, as always. Good job this didn't happen last week. But yeah, so I'm just having a couple of issues. If you are watching on Facebook, and I'll say this a couple of times, come on over to the YouTube stream. The YouTube stream seems to be more stable than Facebook for some reason at the moment. It did this to us on Saturday night, and I had to stop the whole Facebook stream before we got started. But yeah, so if the stream starts wobbling on Facebook, come on over. The link is in the description. But other than that, good evening. How are we all? How is everyone? It feels like a lifetime ago I last hosted a quiz, and it was only Saturday. But I think after everything that went on last week and 35 odd hours, yeah, I think I've sort of missed it a bit, really. But yeah, how are we all? What are we all up to? How is everyone? First of all, let's just go through the bits and pieces. If you are new, welcome along. Thanks very much for joining us. I've seen a few new people in the live chat on YouTube so far, so good evening, welcome along. My name's Jay and I'm the host of this crazy virtual pub quiz that's been now going for nearly 8 months, which is just incredible. So thank you very much for joining us. It's very, very simple. All you need to do is grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper, and we've got 50 questions in front of us. We go through the questions and give you the answers. You put your scores together and that's it. You tell us how you got on across all of social media. Failing that, you can also play interactively over on Quiz Jockey as well, which is an interactive way to play. All you do, it's the same quiz, YouTube stream still up in the top corner, but all you do is you type your answers in and it automatically marks it for you. You can play along on your own in a public room, or you can get a team together and play against other people across the world, or you can play in a private room with friends and family. It's entirely up to you. Head on over to Quiz Jockey. The link again is in the description if you want to go and have a look. So yeah, good evening. That's it. That's how we do it, and I'll do that again before these 23 minutes are out, no doubt. If you want to say hello to us, as always, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. It's up there on the screen all the way throughout the quiz, so do please say hello. Becky and Alex over on social media, as always. So yeah, come along and say hello. Come along and let us know where you are, where you're playing. Will you lot stop going on about the candle in the live chat? It's burnt down to hardly anything now because I've been burning it as a reminder of the Guinness World Record event. So it's nearly finished. So it's there. It's still there. It's there. I can't even point in the right direction, but it's still there. It is still there. It's still there. It's just not burning because it would have extinguished by the end of the quiz. I don't think it will last an hour and a half. But yeah, it's still there. It's still there as a memento. And my chair, I've not clicked my chair in. Everyone's shouting "We want candle" in the live chat. Good evening to all of you. To Sarah, to Helen, to Alan. Evening, Alan. To Lee. To everybody. You lot all going on about the candle. I love it. It's great. It's just memories of the Guinness World Record attempt. So if you are new, I did a Guinness World Record attempt last week. We did over 35 hours of constant quizzing. Still just in the process of putting all of it together for all the evidence together for Guinness. And if you were in the live chat and you weren't with us on Saturday, you'll have missed the announcement. In the social media section of the description for the video, we've set up, as I said, I would find a place to get everyone, because the live chat was brilliant throughout the Guinness World Record attempt. So we now have a Discord server which you can join. It's free and everyone's just been wittering and chatting away all week. It's been great to read. So yeah, head on over to our Discord, join the J Virtual Pub Quiz Discord and come and have a chat with like-minded people about all sorts of random things this week. It's been great. So yeah, good evening everyone. Hope you're okay. Right, let's have a look. Let's go on. Jay for President. Love that. Yeah, we in the live stream we managed to get someone watching in 24 different US states, so we think we have got enough electoral college votes. I can't say too much because I put a question in which isn't about yeah, you'll see when I'll talk about it afterwards. Right, let's have a look. Let's say hello to people. I'm stretching across because I'm all kind of set up in my new upstairs in the space, not where I normally am, but my monitor's not quite right over here. So and I'm blind as a bat, so I can't really see the screen properly. But let's see if I can say hello to a few people. So hi Jay. Oh. There we go. Hi Jay, can you give a huge shout out to my parents Diane and John Foreman? They are celebrating all week their birthdays. Big birthdays, but let's just leave it at that. And their 40th wedding anniversary, all in the space of a week. We've been playing along since the start and we love it. So that's the Foreman and the Potten gang. Good evening to you guys. Hi to Sarah. We end up with a wooden spoon most weeks, but have played from day one against family in Southampton, Northampton and Northman Island. Northman Island? That's how it's written. I'm just going to go with Northman Island. Big shout out to the Collings, Throwers, and the Goods. And please, and absolutely, good evening to you guys. Hello, Donna from the Newhams in Ryde on the Isle of Wight. I've not been there for years. The Isle of Wight. I used to love going on the hovercraft across. We even shout out to our lads for help on some of the space question. See you tonight. Good evening to you, Donna, and everyone there. The Newhams in Ryde. Good evening to you. Oh yeah, if you've not noticed on Facebook, if you weren't with us on Saturday, you wouldn't have heard. But we've managed to finally, after 8 months, get the fan badges turned on. So good evening, Top Fan Gail. Congratulations on your badge. Definitely joining. Not missed a quiz since the very first one. We now have friendly competitiveness between our daughter and son-in-law, Marie. It's the highlight of our week and weekend. Well, good evening to you guys. Hope you're okay. Where did it get to? Morning, Ryan. Morning, Jay. This came in from Becky's post earlier. That makes sense. Please shout out to my son, Marlo, who enjoys your quiz but is always impatient to get back to his gaming, as such phrases such as "got your pen and paper" and "a few minutes to get your answers up together" have become catchphrases in our house. We also got 4 marks on your Star Wars quiz. Well played. Well done. That was a couple of tricky questions in there, so well done. Good evening to Karen, the Lansley family in Wiltshire, Gloucestershire, Hereford and Swansea. Keeping in touch through Thursday night quizzes since the start. Good evening to all of you guys. Yep, there we go. My internet is having real issues tonight. I don't know what's up. I think it's going to freeze on YouTube in a minute. I know it's having issues on Facebook, so I do apologise. It's not me for once. It's not me in technical dramas. My internet here tonight has just been shocking. It took me an hour to render and then transfer one video from the other. On my computers earlier when normally takes 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm having a couple of internet issues. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I shall carry on. Good evening, Liz Taylor. I will be joining you this evening. Thank you for keeping my brain ticking over. My usual score is 35 out of 50. Well, maybe you might just go better tonight. Let's see how you get on. Glennis would love a shout out for me and my hubby Steve, who recently celebrated his 60th birthday. We've done the quiz since day one and taken part in both Guinness World Records. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Glennis. To D, could you wish Ellie Molyneux a very happy 30th birthday? You've kept us together as a family from week one, joining from different houses in different countries when our son-in-law had been working overseas. Thank you for all your hard work. We really appreciate it. There is a chance, right, tonight, I'm just sort of looking at this, there is a chance that I'm going to end up on my mobile wandering around or sat outside if the signal goes. I might end up on 4G at this rate, but we'll see. We'll keep going, we'll keep talking, keep wittering as I always do. So good evening to all of you. Just seen Lee's comment in the YouTube live chat. That has already been going on in Discord. That has been going on for a couple of days. I think it's died down a little bit now after I sort of said okay. But yeah, my views on Die Hard being a Christmas movie. Good evening to Fiona. Please shout out my son Oliver Meller, who is getting to stay up to do the quiz tonight as his school has an inset day tomorrow. I used to love inset days. They were great. Teachers got to go and do their training, and all the kids got an extra day off. So yeah. Hello Oliver. I hope you're well. Shout out to Steve, Linda and staff from Ellis Stores in Scunthorpe for doing such a great job during the time. So yeah, good evening to you. Sorry, I don't say we try not to say the L word and the C word, just because we're trying to keep everyone away from that. But yes, good evening to all of you. Over there at Ellis Stores in Scunthorpe. Claire, we love Thursday quiz nights in competition with my mum, with my in-laws. We are in Tenerife, but still tune in. Please give us a shout out, Claire and Carl in Tenerife. Good luck to Mavis and Charlie, they need it. Fingers crossed my holiday goes ahead and I'll be in Tenerife as well in January. Fingers crossed. The one that was cancelled from November. So fingers crossed. But yeah, stay safe out there. Hope everything is okay. Let's have a look. Where did we get to? I'll scoot on over to Twitter. in just a second and see how. Yeah, if you do, like I say, if you do want to say hello, oh, it's 15 minutes to go. See, I'm not looking at my clock. But yeah, if you do want to say hello, as always, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. Becky set up a shout out post on Facebook, which is what I'm just reading at the moment. Sally, I'd love a shout out for our daughter Adrian Wood, who is 40 today and hasn't missed a Thursday quiz since it began, and will be celebrating tonight by joining you. Well, happy birthday to you. Hope you've had a good day, and hopefully the quiz is good for you tonight. For those of you who didn't join us on Saturday, obviously last Thursday's quiz was at the end of a very long couple of days for us. And I'd done the Guinness World Record stream, so my wife and friend put the quiz together for us last week, and it was trickier than usual. I can't deny that, it was trickier. I looked at the questions and I probably would have got about 25, 26 maybe. But yeah, so back to me. It was back to me on Saturday night, it was back to me tonight. Saturday quiz lovers, there's something a little bit interesting in the picture round, something that you know and love from Saturday night has crept into the picture round tonight. So I thought I'd put a couple of those in for you tonight. So yeah, that's a couple of those in the picture round, but other than that, it's business as usual. Back to me writing the questions. No doubt some contentious ones in there, although I think I've covered everything off tonight. I even have reasons for one of them. So I'm quite done quite a bit more research than I normally do. But yeah, good evening everyone. So what we now, 14 minutes to go, and we start the craziness. Neil Walker, you mean teachers get to go and take advantage of the Black Friday deals? We can't, no shops are open, so might sit on their iPads. But talking of iPads, I just saw this. Shout out to Lorraine Knight, get off your iPad and find a pen. And that's from Steve. So Lorraine, Steve says he can't find the pen himself, so he needs you to go and find it basically for him. So yeah, good evening to you guys, hope you're well. Don't forget, as always, we have a charity partner, and we're into the last few now. We're going to take January where we're not going to have a charity partner for January, and we'll explain our reasons when we get to it. When we get to January, but as always, so for November we've been supported by the incredible Alzheimer's Research UK. They've been a great team. We worked with them, you know, right at the beginning, and working with them again now has been incredible. So massive thank you to all of them for all of their support, their social media, everything they put out. We mentioned them during the quiz, and there'll be a video about their work comes up in the break as well. So yeah, the link as always is down in the description. Check it out and have a look. Ah dear. A few people really liking Sarah's quiz from last week. Wow. It was, I mean, the thing is, there was nothing, it wasn't, it was tricky and it was harder than it normally is. I think that's what caught quite a few people out. But yeah, I mean, trickier quizzes are sometimes good. Get the brain working and stretching a little bit more. Right, let's scoot on over to Twitter. Let's have a look at what's going on over in the world of Twitter. Remember, I only have the YouTube live chat on until the quiz starts, and then the YouTube live chat gets turned off, and then after that I don't have access to anything. It all comes through from Becky and Alex after that point. Good evening to Pamela Sweeting, loving the t-shirt, awesome. So good evening to you. Let's have a look on the hashtag what's going on. Good evening to Linda and all the Jebral Normski clan. Hope you're all well. I have seen your message. I will reply. I've just been bogged down with a load of stuff. It feels, even though I've not had a 36-hour quiz to do this week, I've still not stopped. But yes, I will reply to your message. I have seen it. Good evening, Kerry. You got 5 out of 5 on Radio 2 this morning. Well done, Kerry and Mark. Good morning to you guys. Good morning. Good evening to you guys from Gloucester. A bit different this morning, but always good fun. Another win for Tina. I need to find a way to stop. I need to find out what Richie's real specialist subjects are, so we can get him a win before the end of the year is out. That's what I need to do. That's my plan. Got to find it. I've got to find a way to manipulate a win for him. Neil, good afternoon. A shout out for Team Chammers. Team Chammers? We'll go with that. Here on the Wirral. Been with you since week 3, both Thursday and Saturday, although we did go back and do weeks 1 and 2. About 8, well, we're after 8 o'clock now, so good evening to you guys. Hopefully you're all there on Zoom and ready to go. Ian Perkins, we have loved doing all your quizzes. Shout out to Ian, Denise, and you've given me the names I can't pronounce. So good evening to Ian, Denise, and Amelie. We're great fans. Keep it up. That's from Ian Perkins. Good evening to you guys. Well, I've got 10 minutes. Cool. Paul and Angela in Gosport tuning in. Good evening to you guys. Team Cam from Morpeth, ready and waiting from Michael. Good evening. Fiona, happy anniversary to my sister and brother-in-law Lynn and Kevin Thomas. Good evening to you guys. Samantha Harris, the Harris family will be ready to take on the Nichols again. Good luck. Let us know afterwards how you got on, who won. Shout out to Jay's biggest fans, Jack and Danny, and that's from Emma Gill. Good evening to you guys. Hello. Alan Brackenbury will be here from Bognor. Alan and Pat, good evening to you guys. Team H&M, that's from Mandy. Good evening to all of you. And Sandra will be there along with my sister and her husband. My sister Trudy looks after my 92-year-old mum who has just had a cataract operation. Can you give Trudy a shout, please? Of course I can. Hello to you, Trudy. Hope the operation all went well with your mum as well. So yeah, that's all good. Good evening, Julie Bush. Please say hi to Evan Moran that loves the picture round. Well, I do try with those picture rounds, they're always good fun. But yeah, hello to you, Julie, and hello to you, Evan. I think my internet is just starting to settle down, which is probably a kiss of death. Hope has kind of stolen my thunder. I was going to do this a bit later on, but yes, hello and happy Thanksgiving from Tennessee, USA. Shout out to Grandma Beryl, and yes, hello to all of our American players who are there, who are playing this evening. As we know from the World Record stream, we have a few. So hello to all of, yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all of our American fans and friends, etc. Hope you enjoy your day, and no doubt when the quiz is finished, you'll be having an incredible Thanksgiving Day feast. So yeah, good evening to you guys. Well, would be good afternoon for you at the moment. So yeah, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're okay. I hope you're enjoying your day. Hi Jay, Peter and Diana here. Please say happy birthday to Andrea Topless, top mum and wife. Excellent. Well, happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. I nearly missed that again. Happy birthday to Andrea. Hope you have a very, very, very good day. Yeah, so we get 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes and we get up and running. Yes. Sorry, something just flashed up on my screen and I wonder what it was. Katie's trying her first time on Quiz Jockey. I'm just on the hashtag saying hello to a few people. Hi to Roger and Wendy Andrews. Good evening to you. Angela says, say hello to John for his help today and supporting my well-being. Well, well done to you, John, for doing that for Angela. So good evening to you. Evening to the Spa ladies, hello to you. I like the fact you even got your own hashtag running now. That's awesome. Let's have a look. Hello, shout out to the Heelys. The competition is on. Ooh, that's fighting talk, that. Good luck, hope it all goes well. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I've just clicked on the hashtag and realised it's spelled wrong. Jado is not lit. Yes, I know it's not lit. I know it's going to burn down. So I'm trying to savour the moment on it. And Alicia Ailes, good evening to you, over on the super chat on YouTube. So we've got about 7 minutes to go to get going. Did just want no, I'll do that in a bit. I was going to talk about something, but I'll do that a bit later on. Something I saw coming up quite a bit on Facebook, but we had a chat with him, so yeah, I'll cover that one off. Happy birthday, Steve. Just seen that going through. Oh, that's one I haven't checked. No, that's all good. Right. Yeah, so if you do want to say hello, as always, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. If you're just joining us for the first time and wondering what on earth this madness is, this is Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. Welcome along. Thank you very much for joining us. Grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper. We get started in just over 6 minutes time. 50 questions in front of us. If you want to play interactively and want to put the pen and paper down, Quiz Jockey is still available. So you can still sign up for Quiz Jockey. It's an interactive way to play. You type your answers in and it marks it automatically for you, or if it's a bit contentious, we've got the Quiz Jockey graders. Hello to the 4 of you, 5 of you, 6 of you. I'm not quite sure how many there was when I left that Zoom chat, but good evening to all of you as well. So thank you very much for helping out. Rach, tuning in for my 20th birthday tonight. Good evening, Rach. Hope you're okay. My YouTube live chat's gone into that funny mode where it just gives me one or the other. So let me just double check. Wonderful. Good evening to my friend Roy, who's got his phone at standby, ready to just basically keep me on my toes. Thanks, Roy. Good evening to you, pal. And Laura, hope you're all well. Friend Lindsay, good evening to you. I think that was all on that one. Awesome. 5 minutes and we'll get going. 5 minutes and we'll get going. So yeah, we've got picture round, and then I'm not going to spoil the rest. Connection round as always. You know what you've pretty much got. You've got connection round and general knowledge to finish off the quiz. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil the rest. But yeah, this is now my permanent home. For those of you who weren't with us on Saturday when I talked about it, so this is now my permanent sort of area. It outside of sort of that area there, it is an absolute mess of cables and all sorts need sorting and organising and tidying. But yeah, outside of that, it is an absolute mess. But this is my new space now, so the living room is now back to normal to a degree. We need to get that sorted and straight, but it does now mean that, you know, we've got our space again where I'm not taking over, because it was quite a lot taking over up there. So yeah, this is a new area, this is a new space, so we need to get it designed. We've still got the jadle is still there, just not lit tonight. I know, I've disappointed a lot of you that it's not lit, and a lot of you all went. I just saw something there which was quite... can we please shout out Michaela Valla? It's her birthday today. Lots of love from the Hot Tub Club. I'm sure that'll make sense to you guys. So good evening to you. Good evening to all of you. And there we go. Yeah, nearly there. So yeah, we'll always go through a few shout outs and stuff during the quiz, so feel free. The only place I've got access to them is on is what Becky and Alex sent through to me. So if you do want to say hello, hashtag James Virtual Pub Quiz. Once I turn the chats off, that's it. I can't see anything on screen. I don't have any of the, I don't have the Facebook chat, and I don't have the YouTube live chat on or anything like that. I don't have social media up. They send me some of the things through. So, but yeah, about 3 minutes to go. Get yourselves warm, get yourselves comfortable, get yourselves settled. I don't know about you, but it's absolutely freezing up here in the north. And I need to get used to this room, because 1 minute it's melting, and then the next it's, I open the window, and the next minute it's cold. So I need to get used to the temperature in here a little bit, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, how is everybody? About 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Get yourselves settled. Get yourselves sorted. Get yourselves ready to go. 50 questions. 50 questions in front of us. All good fun. All good fun. I've just realised. Oh, where are we? Vicky Pitt, hello to you. Can you start again? Hey, hope you're well. Can you please give my boyfriend Ben a shout out, please, as he has got a new job and starts next week. I am super proud of him. Oh, well, congratulations to Ben on your new job. Hashtag fangirl. Good evening to you. So good evening to both of you, and yeah, well done, Ben, for your new job. Congratulations on that. Right, where was I? So let me do my usual bits and pieces. So that one goes to that. 2 minutes to go. So that's that one, and then I'll say last couple of minutes. Can't get my words out. I'm gonna say last few minutes to hello to people over on the Facebook. It's not even the right words, is it? Right. The whole Red Lion in Burley Wharfdale gang trying our best to get over the announcements. Yeah, I get you feeling. So good evening, Rob, and whole of the Red Lion. Lucy, can you wish Charlotte a happy 26th birthday, please? Of course, can. Happy 26th birthday to you. Keeping an eye on the time. Saffron, a shout out to my granddad Peter, and Matthew would be amazing. We've been with you since the first week. A good evening to you. I hope you're okay. A shout out to my no, wrong one, Jay. Sophie, please say hello to Sally and Kumba in Newark, my grandparents-in-law. Good evening to you. A minute and a half to go. Please say hello to Karen and Craig in Bourne, Lincolnshire, from Lorraine and John Thorpe in Cyprus. A good evening to you guys. Ruben, looking forward to this evening's fun and frolics. Determined to do better than last week. Pretty sure I was bottom on Quiz Jockey. Well, as I say, you'll be pleased to know it's me back in control of writing questions. So yeah, you'll be pleased to know that. Mike will be joining you from the hot tub. Good evening to you. Team Bradburn will be there as usual. It's what Thursdays were invented for. Now that I'm going to steal that quote. I think Bex, Alex, we need to do something with that. It's what Thursdays were invented for. Good evening to all of you. And that's it. 44 seconds to go. So let me get that one closed down. Let me get that one closed down. Oh, that's thrown me. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that as it is. Sorry, it said my live stream said. Oh, I must. Yeah, Lewis, good evening to you as well. Nearly forgot about that. But yeah, my live stream said there were 5,000 watching, and then all of a sudden I've just gone back on it and it's now 33, 34. Right, 16 seconds and we are up and running. We're going to get straight into it. No missing for you tonight. 10 seconds to go. I'll get straight in. Picture round to kick us off this evening. Like I say, if you're fans of, if you're normally with us on a Saturday night, you'll know what's come. I've included some of the little sample from Saturday night's from Saturday night's breaks. Let's go live. Let's get Quiz Jockey up and running. We are good. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, 26th of November. Here we go. So round one is a picture round. So we've got a picture round for round one. And question number one. So say what you see for number one. So these are dingbats that we do on the breaks on a Saturday. So these are dingbats that we put up on screen. So yeah, say what you see. That's it. Nice and simple. Just got to say what you see in the picture. Well, what the picture's trying to represent. That's what dingbats are all about. I'm trying to push the wrong button. Number two. Name the character. So name the character for number two. Number three, who is this man? So who is this man for number three? Number four, name the game from the picture. So name the game from the picture. Number five, name the chocolate pictured there. And I thought I'd gone with a different picture. Never mind. If you squint, you might, if you didn't know what it was and you squint, you'll get it. I thought I'd gone with a different one. So name the chocolate for number five. Number six, again, so it's another one of the dingbats. Say what you see. So what is this picture trying to tell you? Number seven, name the country from the flag. So name the country from the flag. Number 8, who is this? So who is this man for number 8? Number 9, who is this? So number 9, who is this? And finally, number 10, name the artist. So name the artist of this picture. So name the artist of the picture. So round 2 is TV and movies. I had music last week, so it's TV and movies back for this Thursday. As always, random ones for you, starting with number 1. Remember, if you have just joined us and you need to catch up, they'll be all up on our social media in the break. Number 1, John Barrowman recently announced he would be reprising his role as Captain Jack Harkness this Christmas in which TV series? So John Barrowman recently announced he would be reprising his role as Captain Jack Harkness this Christmas in which TV series? Number 2, Hobbs and Shaw was a spin-off from which movie franchise? So Hobbs and Shaw was a spin-off from which movie franchise? Number 3, Gillian Anderson plays Margaret Thatcher. Start again. Gillian Anderson plays Margaret Thatcher in which drama? So Gillian Anderson plays Margaret Thatcher in which drama? Number 4, who provided the voice for Dory in Finding Nemo and Finding Dory? So who provided the voice for Dory in Finding Nemo and Finding Dory? Number 6, what is the name of the gangster period crime drama set in Birmingham in the late 1890s? So what is the name of the gangster period crime drama set in Birmingham in the late 1890s? Number 6, Brad Pitt Edward Norton and Meat Loaf all starred in which 90s cult classic movie? So Brad Pitt, Edward Norton and Meat Loaf all starred in which 90s cult classic movie? Number 7. Which British-born Canadian actor has played an FBI/CTU counterterrorism agent in 24 and also starred as President of the United States of America in Designated Survivor? So which British-born Canadian actor has played an FBU/counterterrorism unit agent in 24 and also starred as President of the USA in Designated Survivor? Number 8. Alicia Silverstone starred in which 1995 coming-of-age teen comedy loosely based on Jane Austen's novel Emma? So Alicia Silverstone starred in which 1995 coming-of-age teen comedy loosely based on Jane Austen's novel Emma? Number 9. Gotta get up, gotta get out. Grab the world by the throat and shout was the opening lyrics to which 80s, 90s TV sitcom? So gotta get up, gotta get out. Grab the world by the throat and shout. It's very difficult to read that without sort of doing it to the tune because it's a very catchy tune. Was the opening lyrics to which 80s, 90s TV sitcom? Train. That can't be the first one since we've gone live, surely. And finally, number 10. What speed did the DeLorean need to reach for time travel in Back to the Future? Got to remember my capitals on this now. But what speed did a DeLorean need to reach for time travel in Back to the Future? So 10 questions to go and then we'll take a short break. It is geography, as everyone goes, but I think you'll like this. So, question number 1. True or false? New Holland was the first name applied to mainland Australia. Now, is that true or false? So, true or false? New Holland was the first name applied to mainland Australia. Is that true or false? If you are playing on Quiz Jockey, don't forget to pick your option. Number 2, stratus, cumulus and cirrus are types of what? No doubt I've pronounced one of them wrong. But stratus, cumulus and cirrus are types of what? Number 4, which compass point sits between west and southwest on a compass? So which compass point sits between west and southwest on a compass? Number 4, which of the following UK attractions had the most visitors in 2019? Was it 1, Chester Zoo, Is it 2, Stonehenge, or is it 3, the Tower of London? So which of the following UK attractions had the most visitors in 2019? Is it number 1, Chester Zoo, number 2, Stonehenge, or number 3, the Tower of London? Question 5. Which of the following has the largest population? Is it number 1, Sweden, number 2, Norway, or number 3, Denmark? So which of the following has the largest population? Is it number 1, Sweden, number 2, Norway, or number 3, Denmark? Question number 6. The two main branches of geography are known as physical geography and which other branch? So the two main branches of geography are known as physical geography and which other? And it's that other branch that I keep forgetting about, which is why the geography questions all tend to be physical, as in places and stuff. Question 7. The Richter scale was formerly used to measure what? So the Richter scale was formerly used to measure what? So 3 to go. Number 8. True or false? The Nile, so the River Nile, only runs through the African continent. So true or false? The River Nile only runs through the African continent. Question 9. How many stars are there on the flag of New Zealand? So how many flags are there? Start again. How many stars are there on the flag of New Zealand? Finally then, question 10 for the first part of the quiz. Which country has the highest population that lies solely in Europe? So I'll give you a hint. We're not including Russia because Russia doesn't just solely sit in Europe. So which country has the highest population that lies solely in Europe? Okay, so there you go. That is your first part of the quiz. If you need to go through any of those again, if you want to revisit some of the questions, have a look at the pictures, etc., they're all up on our social media on Twitter and Instagram. Head on over and have a look at the posts now. They'll be up there for you to go back through. Right, so as I said at the beginning of the quiz, we always take a short break in the middle. And we always show a feature film from our focused charity that we're working with this month, and it is Alzheimer's Research UK. As I said before, really pleased to have been working with them, so thank you very much to Lloyd and all of the team at Alzheimer's Research UK for pulling together everything they've done and all of the social media, etc. So I'm going to play this, our usual bits and pieces. So this is a chance for to watch the video and then grab yourselves a drink, get yourself settled, whatever you might need before we go through the answers. I will see you in a short while.
So my goal is to find a treatment for dementia with Lewy bodies that will stop it in its tracks. My motivation comes from seeing people with dementia with Lewy bodies and having my hands tied somewhat in terms of the treatments that we can currently offer people. Dementia with Lewy bodies has been shown to be more debilitating than other causes of dementia like Alzheimer's disease. They end up being admitted to hospital more frequently, their carers suffer with more stress and their prognosis is less favourable. The common feature is visual hallucinations. It is caused by tiny clumps of protein that affect parts of the brain that control thinking, memory and movement. I'm convinced that we can find a cure for dementia with Lewy bodies. It's going to be a challenge, don't get me wrong, but with investment, with research, with collaboration, we can do it.
Hi, I'm Hayley and I'd like to talk to you about my dad, Michael. I'm always so proud to tell people that Dad was a fireman and he absolutely loved his job. Physical fitness was always important to Dad. He was always on the go and he loved playing football. He had a wicked sense of humour, he was a fantastic artist and his friends and family meant the whole world to him. We first realised that Dad was unwell when he began repeating himself a lot and everyday tasks such as cooking or driving had become quite confusing to him. Dad was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's at the age of 58 and as a family nothing could have prepared us for the brutality of this disease. Dad experienced symptoms such as hallucinations, seizures, incontinence, loss of speech and eventually he forgot how to read, write and walk. Just a few weeks ago, Dad was admitted to hospital because his Alzheimer's had caused him to forget how to swallow, and food trapped in his airway had infected his lungs. He passed away 4 days later at the age of 62. Dad volunteered to take part in several Alzheimer's Research UK studies and he supported this charity because not only are they dedicated to finding a cure for Alzheimer's, but they are also searching for ways in which to prevent dementia entirely. So whether your lives have been affected by dementia or not, please consider giving anything you can to this amazing charity, because to the 850,000 plus people in the UK alone who are living with Alzheimer's disease, there could be no worthier cause to them or their families than the prospect of a world without dementia. Thank you so much.
So we will give you the answers in a couple of minutes' time, but just wanted to pop back in. So yeah, thank you very much again to Alzheimer's Research UK for putting the video together. They've put some incredible videos across the whole of November, putting those together. To showcase what the incredible work that they're doing. So again, massive thank you to the team there. As always, the link is down below if you are in a position to be able to help. There was a little slide there from Say It With Chocolate as well. I know a lot of you have been very keen and can't wait to get your advent calendars and your chocolate. They sent me some, turned up this morning, so they are on their way, they are coming. I was kind of supposed to sort of hold it and have it complete, but I ate it, but they do look good. So yeah, they are on their way. We spoke to them a couple of days ago, and they are working so tirelessly in the factory. They are working really hard to make sure everyone gets their advent calendars in time. So yeah, they should be with you soon, but it's great to see some of you already have them. Okay, so I'll give you about another minute or so to put your answers together. YouTube is having a field day in the background. It is going all over the place. So yeah, I've just ignored it now. I've switched it off. All I've got is a little window just to make sure that the live stream is still running, because the last thing I'd want is to find out that the live stream stopped and no one's watching. That would be awkward, and I'm still here wittering away to myself. But yeah, so I have no idea what YouTube's doing tonight, but the good thing is it is still running, so you can all still see it. And the other pleasing thing is Facebook's holding on strong as well after having issues with that at the weekend. Okay, give you some answers in a sec. So if you're on Quiz Jockey, make sure you've got all your answers put into place. If you're playing pen and paper, etc., against friends and family, make sure you've got all your answers written down. We'll do it in 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let's feed that across. And here we go. So your answers then to the first part of the quiz. Number 1. So these are the dingbats, like I say, we do on a Saturday. We do this on a Saturday night. We do these in the breaks. So slippery when wet, it was the answer we were looking for. Slippery when wet. Best wrong answer. Slip, full, blame, claim. I like that. Number 2, name the character. It's Sackboy. He was on Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet. Number 3. Who is this? It was Gordon Brown. 96% of you getting that right. That was Gordon Brown. Number 4, name the game. That's Perfection. I remember it. I remember that. I remember playing that as a child, and it came up on my timeline earlier. I thought that's a great picture to put in. See how many people remembered that. Apparently, it's still available. You can buy it. So, number 5, yeah, kind of left a bit of a clue in there, but I think most people would know anyway. Name the chocolate. That is, of course, Toblerone. Yeah, didn't realise when you zoom in, it's actually got it written on there. Oops. Number 6, say what you see. Engineer. So you've got engine and ear. Engineer. Number 8, name the country. That's Belgium. Some of you went with Germany, obviously same colours, just in isn't Germany the other way around? But yeah, Belgium for number 7. Number 8, who is this? It's Mike Tyson. He is, I believe, going back into the ring. I don't know how old Mike Tyson is. But he's a long way since retired, and he's back in the ring, I believe, this weekend. Crazy. And number 9, who is this? It's Big Bird. Big Bird from Sesame Street for number 9. And finally then, for your pictures, number 10, name the artist. It is Vincent van Gogh. That's Starry Night. So it's Vincent van Gogh. TV and movies was next, number 1. John Barrowman recently announced he will be reprising his role as Captain Jack Harkness this Christmas in which TV series? It is, of course, Doctor Who. Some of you fell to the trap and thought it might have been Torchwood. No, Torchwood's not coming back, but the Doctor Who Christmas special, he's kept it quiet and he's back in it. Number 2, Hobbs and Shaw was a spin-off from which movie franchise? It was from the Fast and the Furious. So from the Fast and the Furious. Number 3, Gillian Anderson plays Margaret Thatcher. I don't know why I keep pronouncing that wrong. Gillian Anderson plays Margaret Thatcher in which drama? It is The Crown. Not watched it yet, but I believe it is very good. So I'll have to add it to my list. Number 4, who provided the voice for Dory in Finding Nemo and Finding Dory? It's Ellen DeGeneres. She was the voice in both films. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Drain. Number 5, what is the name of the gangster period crime drama set in Birmingham in the late 1890s? It's Peaky Blinders. It's another one I've not seen. I feel like I'm leading a very, very sheltered TV life at the minute. Number 6, Brad Pitt, Edward Norton and Meatloaf all starred in which 90s cult classic film? We're not allowed to talk about it though, don't forget, because that's the first rule. But it is Fight Club. Mary Poppins. I've lost my mouth, there we go. Number 7, which British-born Canadian actor also has played an FBI CTU agent in 24 and also starred as President of the USA in Designated Survivor? It is Kiefer Sutherland. So now, if he can be President of the USA, being British-born, I'm sure there's still hope for us with our electoral college votes. We might have a chance. Get a big red button to push and all sorts. Number 8, Alicia Silverstone starred in which 1995 coming-of-age teen comedy loosely based on Jane Austen's novel Emma? It was Clueless. Number 9, Gotta Get Up, Gotta Get Out, Grab the World by the Throat and Shout was the opening lyrics to which 80s, 90s TV sitcom? It was Bread. And the Boswell Family. And finally then, number 10. Which speed did a DeLorean need to reach for time travel in Back to the Future? It's 88 miles an hour. That was because I put that in because I was reading an article during the week. A guy had a DeLorean, managed to get it all working, up and running, and got it to 88 miles an hour. And surprisingly, nothing happened. Your geography answers then. Number 1, true or false? New Holland was the first name applied to mainland Australia. It's true. So the first people who discovered Australia, or mainland Australia, so that's the bit that we're talking about, called it New Holland. I'll talk more about Holland a bit later on. Number 2, stratus, cumulus and cirrus are types of what? They are types of clouds. If I pronounced any of those wrong, add them to the list along with archipelago. Number 3, which compass point sits between west and southwest on a compass? It's west, southwest. Number 4, which of the following UK attractions had the most visitors in 2019? It was the Tower of London. It actually sat number 1 in the list completely. Chester Zoo and Stonehenge were both in the top 10. Number 5, which of the following has the largest population? Sweden, Norway or Denmark? It is Sweden. And number 6, the 2 main branches of geography are known as physical geography and which other? It's human. So you've got physical geography and human geography. And that's why I need to remember, if I do a geography round, it's not all about countries and places. Things like clouds. Number 7, the Richter scale was formerly used to measure what? It's earthquakes. And, no, wrong one. Dun, 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 dun. I did have a reason for you. Let me find it very quickly. Because it is now known, just in case anyone sort of says, so yeah, now uses simply the magnitude scale. So the magnitude scale is what is now used. Number 8. True or false? The Nile only runs through the African continent. It is true. That question was originally, is the Nile the longest river in the world? But there is a lot of debate around whether or not the Nile is the longest river in the world. Number 9, how many stars are there on the flag of New Zealand? There are 4. And finally, number 10, which country has the highest population that lies solely in Europe? It is Germany. Unfortunately, not only is that wrong, but Amsterdam also isn't a country. Okay, so let's put the scoreboard up for those on Quiz Jockey. Tot your scores up. How are you getting on? How do you think you're getting on? Let us know, as always, over on our social media. What do you think your scores are so far from the first 30 questions? So you've got a connections round to come, and then a geography round, general knowledge round to finish off. So 20 questions to go on this, the 26th of November. How do you think you're doing? Ding, 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 ding. I'll give you another minute just so you can, if you're putting your sheets, giving your sheets back to your teams that you're playing against, etc. Also, I need to get myself set up because that would make more sense. There we go. Are you beating your neighbours? Are you beating them on the Zoom that are over there and they're over there and they're giving you grief because they always beat you? How are you getting on? Right, so connections round then next coming up. 10 questions as always. So 9 questions and number 10, what links them all together? So here we go then. So it is your connections round. Question number 1. So what is the name of the eldest Beckham child? For question number 1. What is the name of the eldest Beckham child? Now remember, if it doesn't fit with the rest of them, it's probably going to be wrong, just as a heads up. As always, let us know when you think you've got the connection, as you always do over on social media. Don't tell us what the connection is, but just let us know when you think you've got it. Question number 2. What is the name of the commercial centre of Venice called? So what is the name of the commercial centre of Venice called? Helps if I put it on screen as well, really, doesn't it? There you go. Apologies. Number 2, what is the name of the commercial centre of Venice called? Number 3, what is the system of springs and shock absorbers on a vehicle known as? So what is the system of springs and shock absorbers on a vehicle known as? Number 4, what kind of building was Rapunzel rescued from? So what kind of building was Rapunzel rescued from? Question 5, marble, Constantine and Triumph, make sure I pronounce that right. So marble, Constantine and Triumph are all types of what? So marble, Constantine and Triumph All types of what? Number 6, tending to move unsteadily from side to side can be known by which adjective? So tending to move unsteadily from side to side can be known by which adjective? Question 7. What was the name of the album Kylie Minogue released in 2018? So what was the name of the album Kylie Minogue released in 2018? Question 8. What name is given to a rigid structure that extends horizontally and is only supported on one end? So what name is given to a rigid structure that extends horizontally and is only supported on one end? Number 9, what is the first place to miss out on a medal at the Olympics? So what is the first place to miss out on a medal at the Olympics? As always, finally, number 10. What links all of those together? That was a train. What links all of those together? I believe some of you may have missed question number 1. Question number 1 was, what is the name of the eldest Beckham child? So what is the name of the eldest Beckham child? So 10 random questions then to finish us off, then start again. 10 random questions to finish us off with a general knowledge round, starting with number 1. So who pardons a turkey every year on Thanksgiving in the USA? So who pardons a turkey every year on Thanksgiving in the USA? And again, happy Thanksgiving. Question 2. Traditionally, what kind of pie is eaten on Thanksgiving? They're not all about Thanksgiving, by the way, they're just the first 2. So traditionally, what kind of pie is eaten on Thanksgiving? Question 3. KLM is the flag carrier for which country? So KLM is the flag carrier for which country? Number 4, who created Paddington Bear? So who created Paddington Bear? Question 5, what does W stand for in the phonetic alphabet? So what does W stand for in the phonetic alphabet? Number 6, Hg is the chemical symbol for which element? So Hg is the chemical symbol for which element? Number 7, what is a type of meal originating in Sweden, served buffet style with multiple hot and cold dishes of various food on a table called? So what is a type of meal originating in Sweden, served buffet style with multiple hot and cold dishes of various food on a table called? Number 8, 3 to go. Mentmore Bridge, it was formerly known as the Bridego Bridge, in Buckinghamshire, was the scene of what in 1963? So Mentmore Bridge, formerly known as the Bridego Bridge, in Buckinghamshire, was the scene of what in 1963? I think it's only just been recently renamed, or within certainly recently-ish. Mentmore Bridge, that's why I put the original name for you. Question 9, who sings the first line in the original Band-Aid release of Do They Know It's Christmas? So who sings the first line in the original Band-Aid release of Do They Know It's Christmas? And finally, number 10. Who was born Michael John Douglas? So who was born Michael John Douglas? So I was going to give you a clue to that. We're going to be pure evil, just in case there might be some people out there who know. Right, so a couple of minutes then to get all your answers together. If you're on Quiz Jockey, make sure you've got all your answers typed in. A couple of things have come up, so there's a couple of answers I overlooked on the connections round, so I'll make sure that you've got all those as well. Right, so yeah, I will see you in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to go get myself a drink. I will put that on for a second. I will see you in a sec. Right, we'll go through your answers in about a minute or so's time. I do want to say, and I know he's watching tonight because I've just been over onto the Discord server quickly just to have a quick look and see if he was on and watching. To Matthew Barnes, so those of you know, we did the Guinness World Record attempt last week, nearly finalised putting everything together to submit all the evidence so that we can check over and make sure that everything was done in the right way. Matthew is a patron who was watching the quiz quite a bit on and off, and at the end of it I saw it just as I was going to lie down when I finished the attempt, and he asked for people's comments and feedback about what they thought, and he basically took all of those comments that people got in touch with him, went through the live chat and put everything together and turned it into a video and sent it to me last week. Now I've watched a little bit of it and I've not had much time to watch all of it yet, but I do want to say thank you to Matthew for putting it together, because I think I got about 20 seconds in before I had to stop watching because I was going to choke up and bawl my eyes out just because of some of the comments that you guys have put in the live chat and some of the things that you'd said. So thank you to everyone who submitted stuff to Matthew for that to be put together, and also massive thank you to Matthew himself for putting it together. It is a very long video that you've done, which is incredible. I saw the length of the video earlier, so I am going to try and get to watch it in the next couple of days, because you put a lot of hard work into that. So thank you very much, Matthew, for what you did there. It's incredible. It's lovely that someone's gone to that length to put something together, so thank you very much. Right, give you about 30 seconds. Make sure if you're on Quiz Jockey, get your answers typed in. Make sure you don't miss anything. Scrabble it around. I've got something to clarify on one of the answers as well. Yeah, it's one thing I'm going to clarify. It's the last chance on one of these answers that you'll be able to use it. We're going to go with the official wording. It'll make sense when I get to it. Okay, so here we go then. Let's go through your answers to the 26th of November's quiz. So we started then with a connections round. If I get in the right place, there we go. Number one. So what is the name of the eldest Beckham child? It is Brooklyn. Brooklyn Beckham. Number two, what is the name of the commercial centre of Venice called? It is Rialto. Number three, what is the system of springs and shock absorbers on a vehicle known as its suspension? Number four, what kind of building was Rapunzel rescued from? Tower is what she was rescued from. There is also another version, I believe, that has castle, which I've just been searching for and I've just found it. So it's also listed that she was rescued from a castle. So if you have put castle, I'll give you the point, only because I found it as quick as I could. So number five, Marble, Constantine and Triumph. So Triumph are all types of what? It is Arch, Boris Johnson's middle names. So yeah, Marble, Constantine and Triumph are all types of what? They are all types of Arch. Number six, tending to move unsteadily from side to side can be known by which adjective? Dad after a couple of drinks, I like that. Now I was going down the route of wobbly, but also swing sort of does sort of fit with that. So you can have swing or wobbly, but nothing else. I'll tell you why I was going for wobbly when I give you the connection. Number seven, what was the name of the album Kylie Minogue released in 2018? It was Golden. Number eight, what name is given to a rigid structure that extends horizontally and is only supported on one end? It's a cantilever. Number nine, what is the first place? What is the first place to miss out on a medal at the Olympics? It's fourth. Spelled slightly wrong, but the connection is what I was looking for. The connection is. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. What links them? Altogether, they are bridges. I don't know, but I've run out of brown sauce. So yeah, bridges is the link. So you had Brooklyn Bridge, the Rialto Bridge in Venice, Suspension Bridge, Tower Bridge, of course, in London, an arch type of bridge. I was going for Wobbly Bridge, you know, the Millennium Bridge that went across the River Thames, and it was nicknamed the Wobbly Bridge for many years because no one could walk on it without feeling sick or nearly falling off. Golden Gate Bridge, Cantilever Bridge, and Forth Bridge. And also Castle Bridge as well, if you put tower. And your general knowledge then. There we go. Okay, so number 1. So who pardons a turkey every year on Thanksgiving in the USA? It's a president, so the president of the United States. It's a tradition that's been going for about 40 years, I think now. Recently, they've actually pardoned 2 turkeys. So number 2, traditionally, what kind of pie is eaten on Thanksgiving? It is a pumpkin pie. Number 4, KLM is the flag carrier for which country? It's the Netherlands. So I have accepted Holland on this one. Now this came up from a couple of people last week, that Holland isn't actually a country, and I've done some research on it, and technically they are right, because I thought, no, you're talking rubbish. It's a name that's used for the football teams and in sport and stuff, but Holland technically isn't a country, and even the Netherlands themselves. I read an article this morning, I want to make sure I got everything right, and I read an article that does say that even the Dutch government are trying to move away from Holland being used as a name. They want people to focus on the Netherlands. So if I do put the Netherlands in as a question going forward, I'm not going to take Holland as an answer, because the Netherlands is correct. So fair warning on that, just letting you know. But I have accepted Holland today, so if you put Holland, you can have it for tonight. Number 4, who created Paddington Bear? It was, of course, Michael Bond. Michael Bond created Paddington Bear, not what Tier 3 Tantrum said. Number 5, what does W stand for in the phonetic alphabet? It's whiskey, because it has 2 legs. Number 6, Hg is the chemical symbol for which element? It is mercury. Number 7. Number 7, what is a type of meal originating in Sweden, served buffet style with multiple hot and cold dishes of various food on the table? It is a smorgasbord. Obviously, you don't have to have laid it out in the way I have, but to our Swedish friends, the team who created their team name through the quiz, the 2 weird dots over the O, I've even said it outright for you. Number 8, Mentmore Bridge, formerly known as Bridego Bridge in Buckinghamshire, was the scene of what in 1963? It was the Great Train Robbery. And I'm on the wrong screen, that one. Number 9, who sings the first line in the original Band-Aid release of Do They Know It's Christmas? It was Paul Young. Paul Young there. And finally, number 10, who was born Michael John Douglas? It was Michael Keaton. So Michael Douglas was born Michael Kirk Douglas. Michael John Douglas became Michael Keaton because he couldn't be Michael Douglas. All very confusing. But apparently they're not allowed to have the same name in those terms. Being an actor, you have to have a different name, I believe. Right, so your scoreboard is up on Quiz Jockey. So I've got a tiebreaker question for you coming up in just a second. And it is Thanksgiving related. Probably shouldn't have said that, everyone's jumping on now, so have a quick look. Right, so your tiebreaker then is this. So the first Thanksgiving was celebrated by the Pilgrims after their first harvest in the New World in which year? Remember, closest to it gets the point. Closest to this gets the point. So the first Thanksgiving was celebrated by the Pilgrims after their first harvest in the New World in which year? Your answer then is 3, 2, 1. 1621. So whoever got closest to that gets the point. So if you needed a tiebreaker, whoever got closest wins the quiz tonight. As it says there, that is it. That is the end. that is the end of Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz on Thursday the 26th of November. So thank you very much for playing. How have you got on? Let us know, as always, across all of our social media. So you've got Twitter, Instagram. A post will go up shortly on Facebook as well. You can put your scores on there if you're on Facebook. So yeah, go and check it out. Let us know how you got on. Do your selfies as you're always doing. I've not reminded you guys for a while, but you've all been doing it anyway, which is incredible. So yeah, let us know how you got on. So we're back live on Saturday night. For I think the last one of November, and then we move into a very, very, very busy period in December. We've got a lot of different quizzes. There's some specialist quizzes returning with some of the charities that we're featuring in December as well. So there's lots going on in December to keep you quizzing. So yeah, stick on by. We'll announce everything as and when we get it. Big thank you to the team of Word Farm Escapes as well. I'm stuck on a level, so I need to go and crack on with that later on this evening. So a massive thank you to the team there as well. And that's it. That's it from now. So we will see you again live on Saturday night. Usual time, usual place. Thank you very much. So take care and stay safe. See you soon.